Oh my god. My god. This week's episode of Game of Thrones has to be the best episode of television of any series ever. Definitely the best of Game of Thrones. But also the best of every TV show ever. I have never been so on the edge of my seat or so devoted to a battle like this. I could feel the tension. The build-up was amazing. I felt like I was there. But we're not even going to get to that yet. We're going to start off with the badass opening sequence in Meereen. You know, Tyrion and Daenerys, you know, the talking, and Tyrion's like, yeah, I messed this up, but now we need to find a solution. And Daenerys goes, oh, Mad King. She's like, no, remember your dad? Slow it down. So then they go to talk to the slavers, and the slavers think they're there to talk about her surrender, which, dumbass niggas, I mean, what the fuck, she has dragons. Anyways, she's like, no, we're here to talk about your surrender, homeboy. And then Drogon calls up, she gets on Drogon, and then she flies off, burns some fleets, burns the slavers' fleet, and then Tyrion's like, what? What? Nigga, what you gonna do now? For breaking our pact, we're gonna have to kill one of you. And then the slavers, being the scum that they are, try to push out the lowest of both slavers to kill him. And then Grey Worm just comes up, slices the two's throat, and leaves the one in the middle, the lowest one, and then Tyrion goes, you remember what you saw here today. Remember what will happen if you disobey Daenerys Targaryen. And he's like, yeah. And then the Sons of the Harpy, you know, they're killing niggas. They think they fly. Sons of the Harpy always scared me. I don't know why. I haven't seen them since like season 5, I think. But anyways, and then the Dothraki, good to see them back in action, dude. The Dothraki are awesome. I've missed them. They just slice dudes down. Awesome. And then we're going to keep it in Meereen for a second before we go to the north. Because, like I guessed, everybody guessed really, I'm not going to say me. Theon and Yara show up, offering the Ironborn fleet. And there's a great theme. It's not hitting over the head with it, but it's subtle, it's organic, of female empowerment between Yara and Dany. A little bit of flirtation there. You know, that women should be kings. And they're like, yeah, you know, good female empowerment right there. I love powerful women. I have a huge crush on Dany. Anyways, but she's like, if you give me my claim to the Iron Islands, I will back your claim as heir to the Iron Throne of the Seven Kingdoms. And she's like, alright, fam, we cool. But let's get to the best part of the episode, hands down. Everything that went down in the north in the battle for Winterfell. So, you know, Jon, Sansa Tormund, Sir Davos, they go out to meet with Ramsay and his guys. And she's like, you know, he was afraid Ramsay, bitch ass, like, thanks for bringing Lady Bolton back. Surrender and I won't kill you, you know. And Jon's like, nigga. And Sansa's like, nigga. And then she's like, and he's like, if you don't, we're gonna kill Rickon. And she's like, how do you even know we have him? And unfortunately, another direwolf died. Shaggy dog. His head's gone. And Sansa's like, she refuses the terms and says that he's gonna die tomorrow. He's gonna die tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways, one of the best scenes of this scene is when Jon and Sansa talked the night before. Jon says that, you know, both Ramsay's overconfident, he's, you know, cocky, but he doesn't realize he's being the same way. And he's, you know, I fought worse beyond the wall than Ramsay Bolton. Sounds like you don't know him. You don't know his talent for manipulation psychological games with people. So, I mean, you don't. I don't know much about warfare, but don't fall into his trap. Do the opposite of what he'd want you to do. I don't know what that is, but just do the opposite of that. That's what he, But did Jon listen? No, because he could. Now the next morning in the battle, he sends out Rickon and he sends him running to Jon Snow, and he pulls out his bow and arrow and he misses purposely just to tease him, but Jon, gets emotional. He goes Ned Starkish and tries to chase after Rickon, and even though like Sansa was implying Rickon was expendable, there was no way he was going to get out of that alive. But being family, duty, honor, Jon Snow runs after him, even though Rickon's going to die. If he gets right within range of Jon, he kills him. And that also means that now Jon is within range of the Bolton archers. And then this awesome shot of the cavalry charging on Jon Snow, and he's just standing over the sword, ready to take it. And then, boom! All those horses crash into each other. Madness, killing stuff, stab, stab. This amazing stuff, and some of the best shots I've ever seen. The brutality of these scenes and how realistic it was amazing. And these mounds and mounds of body, and one, the giant just rips his dude apart. He's like, and then, amazing, dude. Let's talk about Rickon's death. Well, it was not an emotional death. It was more symbolic, I guess. It's not Rickon we particularly care about. It's Jon and Sansa that we care about, and they care about him. And we just care about the Starks as a whole. So it sucks that the Starks lost somebody else again. Because Arya, Benjen, Sansa, and Jon are the only Starks left, really. But, you just gotta know this. While the Starks are back up with a rise, there's gonna be some losses on the way, But, man, even though I kind of knew what was gonna happen, the way it was put together so had me on the edge of my seat. I really wasn't sure what was gonna happen. I was like, maybe Jon's gonna win, maybe he's not. I don't know, fam. I don't know. And then they get surrounded, and they're all in this tight circle, and the Bolton men are moving in, and they're stabbing guys, and they're trying to break through. So Davos is like, come on, lads, we gotta break this line, fam. And it just ain't working. And that's where Tauntaun 1-1 rips open this guy. I don't know why I said Tauntaun. And what I was hoping for, I was literally stood up and cheered when this happened. The Knights of the Vale. Oh, by the way, Jon almost died. He got trampled to hell, and he just rose out. It was from under those bodies. That was awesome, them fighting the bodies and shit. Anyways, the Knights of the Vale come running around the corner. Littlefinger's chilling up there with Sansa, and they're like, this wide sweeping shot, kind of like the Riders of Rohan in Lord of the Rings. Just sweep through these guys and kill them. It was awesome. And then Jon climbs up out and he sees Ramsay. He's like, that's right, nigga. And then 1-1 and Torrhen follow him. And then Ramsay's bitch ass runs like a freaking queer. I don't got anything against gay people. Just Ramsay pisses me off. He runs like a fucking pussy. And then, they follow him, and then 1-1, bam, bam, bashes the door, breaks through. But, 1-1 went out like a G. He ended up paying the price for helping them break through the gates of Winterfell. Gets an arrow through the eye from Ramsay, and he dies. And then Ramsay's like, maybe I should reconsider your offer of one-on-one fighting. Because when they had met up earlier in the episode, Jon was like, fight me one-on-one so all these guys don't have to die. But, he changes it up the Ramsay way. He tries to shoot Jon, but Jon grabs his shield, blocks, I think 3 arrows before he bashes him across the face and just unloads on him. He's like, And I'm like, shit, fam. And he looks over and he sees Sansa. Actually, I was cheering. I was like, beat that ass. And then he looks over at Sansa. I realize this isn't my life to take. So personally, I don't think it's Sansa's life to take either. I think it was Theon's, but Theon wasn't there, and it would have made sense for him there. So the best of the two options is Sansa. But anyways, they go down to the cell. Ramsay was smiling when he punched her, and he was still cocky that way. Villain to the end. And he thinks somehow he's gonna get out of that. And she's like, yo, nobody's gonna remember your name. The Boltons are gone. You're the last. We kill you, you're done. Nobody will remember your name. Your house will be gone. There's nobody out there that needs you. And then she brings out his dogs, and he's like, nah, my own house won't turn on me. She's like, you said it yourself. They haven't eaten in 7 days. And then she sets the hounds on him. Well, not immediately. But the hound comes up, licks his face, and then fucking chops out his face, dude. I'm like, I watched that shit. To be honest, Ramsay's death was more satisfying than Joffrey's. Joffrey's kind of really just poison. I want to see that little bastard suffer a little more. But Ramsay's death was satisfying. It was fulfilling. An incredible episode. All around. And, you know, Rickon's gonna be buried next to the boy, Ned Stark. And, you know, one of the more emotional moments for me that, you know, got me a little teary-eyed and fired up was when you saw the Stark banners come back down over Winterfell. Saw the dire wolf, and you're just like, yeah. I busted at least 30 nuts watching this episode, maybe even more. But it was good to see. And as the dogs were turning to Ramsay, you saw a little smirk on Sansa's face, which I thought was cool. She's gone through such a great arc. She was kind of a pussy in the first few seasons. And I'm like, yeah, she's a badass chick, dude. But this is the thing about Game of Thrones. They deliver great episodes, and this isn't even the season finale. Next week is, which I'm excited to see. So my predictions for next week: Cersei's gonna die. I'm calling it. Cersei's dead. They don't have a trial by combat, no Clegane Bowl, so we'll see what happens there. And then I think something will happen between the Red Woman and Sir Davos because he found the place where Stannis burned that poor little girl and found her stag or toy. Something's gonna happen there. I think the Red Woman may die next week too, so it's perfectly possible now that we have that new Red Priestess introduced a few weeks ago. Doesn't look like we're gonna get anything with Bran again. I want to see what's up with Bench and Stark and Bran and all them, but preview didn't show anything with them. Something in Marine, who knows? Maybe a big fight. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen in Marine, but I'm interested to see what happens. But all in all, this episode was incredible. One of the best battle scenes, probably the best battle scene in television, and maybe in movies as well. It's rivaling, for me, Lord of the Rings and that battle. They're fighting right now. I don't know which one I like more. It's my favorite battle of the series. It passed the Battle on the Wall in Season 4 for me. The Battle of the Bastards gets a 10 out of 10. Fan-fucking-tastic episode. I'll be back with the season finale review next week of Game of Thrones. Have a nice day. Peace.